And what kind of lipids do we need to replenish the membranes?
That is an excellent question. So, the most abundant phospholipid in our body is phosphatidylcholine. So, when we look at something like the body biophospholipid complex that I talked to you about when I was visiting you at your office, that is a very, very specific formula that has four phospholipids in it that we need to support the outer and the inner membrane of every cell. So the outer membrane of the cell is primarily phosphatidylcholine. It accounts for about 50% of the outer cell membrane. Then we have phosphatidylethanolamine, which is our second most abundant phospholipid that's found in the inner membrane. We have phosphatidylinositol and phosphatidylserine, which are also found within the inner membrane. Then within the cell, we have fatty acids. So a phosphatidylcholine molecule has a polar head group or a choline component. There's a little phosphate group. It sits on a glycerol backbone, and then it has two fatty acid tails or chains. And those two fatty acid tails or chains are made from the dietary fats and oils that we consume. And there's four main fatty acids that are found in the cell membrane. So there's linoleic acid, omega-6, which is our most abundant fatty acid in the membrane. There's oleic acid, omega-9. There's arachidonic acid, another fatty acid that is demonized that really has a Goldilocks effect. So we don't want low levels of arachidonic acid, but we also don't want high levels of arachidonic acid. And then we have DHA, and DHA is most abundant in the brain, in the eyes, and in the heart. And we have quite a bit of DHA in the kidneys as well. So those are our four main fatty acids in the membrane. And if you notice that three of those four are essential fatty acids. So linoleic acid and alpha-linolenic acid are the plant-based form of omega-3. And those downstream metabolites. So DHA is a downstream metabolite of that parent oil, that essential parent oil. Three of those fatty acids are essential. So this is where we really need to pay attention to supporting our body with these essential fatty acids, those fatty acids that we don't have the enzymes to make, to ensure that we're supporting optimal fluidity of the cell membrane and optimizing those fatty acid tails.